after hearing a soft knock on the door, Felicia would answer. 32-year-old Feng Young.
Look at his head. Of course he wasn't a fan. The brother looks like a fucking alien.
On February 17th of
That's a little girl.
2021,
This is so sad.
a little girl by the name Felicia would post a message to her TikTok profile. Typically, she would post fun, child-related content to a small following.
Okay.
However, that day,
If
her
you can hear me
post
chewing,
couldn't
then
be
this is a
any
good time
more
to ASMR
harrowing and
mukbang
serious.
reaction video. I'm sorry.
Привет, у меня сейчас жесть история. У нас там сосед, он пьяный. Он, короче, стучится на дверь, всю ломает нафиг. Он
No
уже
way.
несколько минут здесь стоит, стучится.
Why is she not running away? That would be the first thing I would do. There has to be another window, door, something that you can escape from. That's so sad.
Я просто мне страшно.
That's so sad.
On a
She's
day when her
scared.
father left to visit the local shops, their neighbor began to knock on the door. Felicia, being alone with their youngest brother, refused to answer. However, the knocks were persistent and aggressive. The only thing she thought to do was to post a TikTok to hopefully spread awareness of the situation and potentially get help if needed.
This is so sad. This is so scary. She must be so shook.
Felicia would then go on to say that these knocks continued for over an hour.
No way.
It should also be noted that maintenance men were working on the home during this interaction. However, they ignored the knocks as they felt it wasn't their business to address a visitor. Why Felicia didn't bring her worries to them, I'm not sure.
She's a little girl. Oh, she got a little Discord
Soon,
message?
the knocks would stop, and Felicia would get a message from her friend asking if she wanted to go to the park in hopes of feeling safe with fellow company.
Okay.
Relieved, she quickly said yes and waited for her friend.
Alright.
During this time, Felicia's father would arrive home, and after hearing a soft knock on the door, Felicia would answer.
Yo, I hate when they do shit like that, man. You know how fucking scary that is? Oh my goodness. Don't do that. Fuck.
Only to be greeted in fear by the neighbor.
That's not funny.
In a swift attempt to close the door, Felicia was shot numerous times.
Oh.
Her father quickly ran to his daughter's side, and after screaming at the maintenance worker to call for help, listened to his daughter's final words. "Dad, I have been killed." The neighbor in question was a 33-year-old man named Vasily Donets. According to Felicia's father, the two were typically in good standings. However, recent arguments regarding noise complaints left their relationship tense. This was likely the catalyst for Vasily's torment on the children that day, and the reason for Felicia's demise. This shooting occurred only 15 minutes after she posted her last TikTok.
Poor girl. That's so sad. But bye, Felicia. Who's next? Chubby Goes to Africa? Alright, let's see. Let's see Chubby Goes to Africa. Clothing's about to drop. Link in the description. Go buy some shit, man. We got bottoms, red. We got hoodies, grey, dark grey. Hoodies, red. Bottoms, grey as well. First 10 orders will be refunded. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone stay safe. Give your Marge a kiss from me, innit? Chubby!
22-year-old Gan Sujang lived the dream that many aspire, to be a social media influencer.
Okay.
At first, he simply would document his experiences in different parts of the world, capturing different cultures and fascinating customs.
Filler.
These videos would solely be for his own collection, however this would soon change. His worldwide adventure would be halted once he landed
he's
in
a nice
Africa,
guy.
not because of any financial or technical issue, but because he fell in love with the continent.
Oh, okay.
He bonded with the locals and found immense joy in immersing themselves in their livelihood. He soon found a girlfriend, and after capturing some videos of the local food, had an idea.
Okay.
What if he posted all these videos to social media? Gan created a TikTok account called Chubby Goes to Africa.
Okay.
Where him and his girlfriend would travel across Africa to try different foods.
That's so
and talk
cute,
with locals
man.
in the area. The idea was an immediate success, and it wasn't long before his account would take
100
off.
million likes. Yeah,
Soon
that's
he built a
cold.
social media team
Man, like
and
Chubby
enjoyed the
Goes to
lifestyle
Africa.
of traveling across Africa
He looks so
for an
happy.
audience of about 5 million people. With this type of fame comes those who follow. Some of Gan's fans would become friends and join Gan in his adventure across the continent.
Okay.
They would each develop their own social media following because of this, and for the most part, every team member was more than happy with this sporadic fame. All except for one. 32-year-old Feng Young.
Look at his head. Of course he wasn't a fan. The brother looks like a fucking alien. That is one of the largest heads I've seen in a hot sec. Like, oh my god.
He was friends with everybody, however his personality
Not even
didn't
my
quite
boy
mesh
who's Mali
well
has
with
a
the
head that
others.
big.
Gon was typically known to be a very charismatic, comfortable person to be around. Part of this
That
is
big
likely
head.
to influence his success. However, Fang was quite the opposite. People have been found noting that interacting with Fang was often awkward, making them uncomfortable when creating content for TikTok.
Oh.
Despite this though, Gon still encouraged Fang to continue. However, as tensions
He's a good
between
man.
the group rose, Fang
Good
was
man.
unfortunately let go. While you might think that this would cause an altercation
Fang K,
between the
blood,
two,
Fang K.
Fang was surprisingly understanding.
No.
He departed from the group and continued to
Comment down below 5-way. Yeah, let me not say that.
make content on
I'll
his
get my channel
own,
gone.
showing moderate success and traveling across the world in a similar fashion as Gon. Everyone's
Nah.
relationship
How
seemed
funny.
beautiful. However, it wouldn't be long before tensions would rise once again. According to Feng, when Gon was traveling to China to visit family, he gave Gon roughly $1,500 to purchase him an iPhone,
Okay.
as doing so in Africa was impossible.
Oh, really?
Gon agreed, however, after returning, no iPhone was bought and the money Feng sent him was not returned.
Oh, no.
There is no confirmation to the legitimacy of this story. However, Gon would choose not to address the situation. Feng would continue to make claims against Gon and his team, saying that they sent virus-infested meals to his home
What?
and destroyed property that Feng owned.
Fang. Wait, who's Fang and who's Gun? Chat, someone. I'm mad confused. Is
He
this
wanted
Fang?
to believe Gon, as
Chat.
there was no evidence to back Feng's claims. However, on a trip to Nepal, Feng's hometown, Gon made a comment saying, "I've come to beat him up."
Wait, who? What the fuck? Chubby, is Chubby Fang or Gun? I'm so confused.
During the trip to Nepal on December 4th of 2022, Gon would go live one last time.
Oh, this is Gun. So who didn't buy the iPhone? Oh my
Streets of
god.
Nepal, unknowing what lurked within the shadows.
欧莱雅的欧不是在前面，对啊，他的来在前面。网红酸奶吗？
哪里有网红酸奶？
这个好。
好喝吗？
我也不知道。
就在前面。
What?
Merely a second after this moment, screams can be heard. Feng would sneak up behind Gon
Feng,
and
you
stab
little
him numerous
fuck, you
times in the back and stomach. Slain in the middle of Nepal's streets, Feng wouldn't flee the scene, but would instead stay by Gon's dying body and scold him. He wanted to ensure that in Gon's final moments, even he would know who had won.
Oh,
In the days
Feng.
that followed, Feng would be arrested by the authorities
Oh, you
and taken
big-headed
into
ass.
custody
You
following
big
the murder.
f***ing pussy, bro. If I see Feng, yeah, I'm banging Feng in the mouth. That sounds crazy, bro. You might know what I mean, though, innit? Like, Feng's getting work handed to him, bro. I swear down. You don't do that. All right, let's see Harrison Gilks. It's the first English person.
Harrison Gilks,
Yay!
a Canadian teenager, got diagnosed
Canadian,
with a
eh?
rare
A boot
cancer known
there.
as
He from a boot there.
sarcoma at only the young age of 16. It wasn't until 2 years later that he would find out his cancer was terminal. However, instead of wasting his final years depressed and alone, he decided to do something inspiring.
Is I'd like to make a little series called maybe like bucket list series
Okay, that's
I'm
tough.
gonna go
I would
out
do
and do a bunch
that
of
as
stuff.
well.
that I've
Chat,
always wanted to do.
first 5 things on your bucket list. What would it be? Let me
know,
know.
I'm not sure
My
what
first
yet.
5 things.
You know.
All right, let's see. I'd probably go skiing. I've always wanted to go skiing. Second would be jump out of a plane. Third would be I would travel to every country in the world, because why not? Apart from maybe India and Pakistan, because and North Korea, because those 3 places are probably places you shouldn't go. Number 4,
Maybe skydiving.
I give up.
or,
I give up. I don't
you
know
know,
what
just
else.
stuff along those lines.
Sorry.
Harrison posted
Sorry
a
about that,
TikTok
Ledge.
about his cancer, and he dreams of completing as many bucket list activities as he could in the little time he had left.
How
This
long did he have
TikTok
left, though?
grew exponentially fast
that's
and
that's
kickstarted the
cold.
overwhelming support behind his goal of making his last years some of his best.
Yeah, but it's
Thanks,
crazy.
man.
He's probably such a nice guy, but he probably screamed harder on every game possible.
Many donations,
And that's just
Harrison
something that
quickly
sticks with me
began
about
going on
white
many
people.
Ventures,
Because I used
both
to
on
do
the
it as well.
ground
So who's
and
going
in
to say that
sky.
white people didn't do it?
During this time,
You know
he
what
would
I'm
update his fans on his health
Rest in peace,
and
though.
even express some encouraging news, stating that the tumors in his lungs and prostate stopped growing.
Also scan where the big tumor in my prostate stopped growing for now,
That's good.
and the ones in my lungs have only grown a little bit.
Oh,
He
okay,
continued
that's
to
not bad.
gather more life experiences, and his audience watched the date as Harrison's 18th birthday was approaching. This milestone would be monumental. Harrison was able to see his 18th birthday. However, on October 21st, the day he turned 18, social media heard nothing. People understood that this must be a very special and sensitive moment. However, they began to get a little concerned when no update was posted throughout the following weeks.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if it was just on that day, things are going crazy. Alright, fair enough. 4 weeks. Yeah, something's
Harrison
wrong.
pretty much went MIA for an entire month until November 17th, when he returned to TikTok with some unfortunate news.
So the chemo I did all summer, it didn't really work.
Oh,
Tumor
no.
kept progressing, and it's gotten a little bigger, and it spread to my hip too.
The cancer wasn't looking good. It was growing,
That's
and
so
even worse, spreading. The clock was ticking, and Harrison gave his final push
He looks
towards his
skinnier
bucket
now.
list. In the next 3 months, Harrison would travel all across the
Man, that
globe,
be thick
enjoying
as
tours
hell.
of the mountain peaks to the beaches
Damn.
of Cancun. He spent
Okay.
quality time with his family, his friends,
Nah,
and
that's
even got to meet
hard.
multiple members of his favorite hockey team.
That's hard.
Harrison is one of the purest
hard.
reminders I've seen to keep your head high
Yeah.
and live life to its
Keep your head
fullest.
up. Free time out on
On March
game.
22nd of 2023, Harrison would take to TikTok
Ooh.
one last time. This was his final message.
Chances of me going home, very slim. So I'll be in the hospital for probably the remainder of whatever time I got
Nah,
left.
this is so
Pray for me and my family.
Why this is
It's been a great
looks
ride
mad
with you
skinny
guys
as well.
on the bucket list. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support throughout everything. Bucket list complete.
Harrison
Peace.
would pass shortly after this.
Rest in peace, little bro. My guy Harrison, bud. Yo, let's clap it out for Harrison, man. Rest in peace, Harrison. Inquisitor. Yeah, I don't know what your name is, but I know you died for some stupid shit, didn't you?
Inquisitor is just as tragic as
Yeah, I can tell by the name of his shit. Like this nigga died for some stupid shit. Bro.
any
Let me
other
see.
entry in this list. Unlike the others, however, it's not a display of unfortunate circumstance, nor a crossfire between two colliding parties. This is an example of how even the best decisions don't guarantee the best life. Inquisitor was a famous TikToker who cosplayed as the character Ghost from the Call of Duty franchise.
Oh.
In the video game, Ghost is most known for his silent
thing
and
is so
mysterious
funny.
persona. However, Inquisitor brought his own character to the man behind the mask. He was easygoing, always positive, and remembered to use his following for good and spread kind messages to those watching.
Why are you so splendid?
Around every edge, Inquisitor
he's
just
from the
seemed like a
UK.
good guy.
What a geezer.
Unfortunately for him, however, he didn't account for the evil that often follows with fame. As his audience grew, Inquisitor decided to hire a female editor to help him develop content to keep up with his newfound success.
Okay.
As content began to get pushed out, Inquisitor would continuously compliment the work. He would always mention how it looked fantastic, and would often use the phrase, "I love her." It should be noted that this was said as a friendly gesture,
Oh, okay.
one that he
okay.
used loose and often with many people.
Alright.
However, in this day and age, Inquisitor should have watched his words a little more
Ah,
carefully.
they caught
As it
him.
turned out,
They caught
Inquisitor's
him.
editor was underage, and saying phrases such as, "I want to marry her," although in context as a compliment towards her editing work, was something
I hear that
raised
though. If someone's editing is so good, someone's working it if he was so good, you're like, oh, like I love you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know about the whole marriage thing, but everything else, okay.
suspicion.
He's cool.
Something that caught up to Inquisitor very quickly. Another TikTok user by the name Tito is Acting Badly released a statement to his large audience of almost 1 million followers that Inquisitor was grooming his girlfriend, the editor that Inquisitor hired. He used out-of-context chat logs and involved the endearing phrases such as "I love you" to spread a rumor that the 17-year-old girl was being groomed by the man in the mask.
Oh my god.
People quickly turned against Inquisitor, and his brand of a loving and friendly face was now tarnished. In other words, Inquisitor's life as a social media icon was now ruined.
Go on. Finish.
Inquisitor would stop posting for several weeks.
I would have stood on business, to be honest. Now, I'm not saying what Inquisitor did was bad, but I'm saying I would have stood on business. I'd be like, yeah, I love her. Yeah, I want to marry her. You seen the editing? It's fire.
Until October 9th of 2023, where he would change
One man
his profile
army.
bio
Yeah,
to
stand on business
I
for real.
want to die. He would then go live a few hours later, where all you could see was a glass door in an empty room. As the live stream continued, rocks would come flying through as Inquisitor's family began to break into his home. No one knew what was going on. However, after the company entered, they began to perform CPR on a body, and at that moment, everybody knew what happened. Inquisitor took his life, just off screen from the live stream. After this, evidence began to surface of the master plan that had been in effect for months. Tito and Inquisitor's editor were trying to frame Inquisitor of being a predator. Chat logs were leaked between Inquisitor and his editor that showed the young woman trying to form a relationship with Inquisitor. However, she was declined numerous times. At one point, she even lied, stating she wasn't a minor. However, Inquisitor still asked for her to kindly stop talking to him.
Oh no.
Chat logs between Tito and the editor even leaked, showing proof that they were trying to gather evidence to tarnish Inquisitor's reputation. Every accusation was a lie, and the world found out about it just when it was too late.
That's so fucked.
Inquisitor was a loving friend that shared his personality
He ain't
to the
even do
internet.
nothing.
He spread positive messages and advice to anyone who needed it. He was a good person, someone who
man.
found himself in the crosshairs of a malicious
Nah, that's
evil.
crazy.
Although gone too soon, I'm glad the truth came out, as Inquisitor can now be remembered as the great person he was,
Hey.
and not for the predator
Amen.
he wasn't.
Amen, Ghost.
May everyone on this list rest in peace.
Amen. Amen. Amen.